everyone, it's Stephanie from My Porch Prints, and today we are going to be making this shabby Happy Mail Folio. And you can see it's about 1/2 inch thick, and it's designed to hold Happy Mail that you can send to a recipient. And it doesn't come with any actual Happy Mail or pieces, but I went ahead and added some from some other kits, just so you could see what it would look like when it's filled. And you can see it makes a really cute presentation. And there's even room inside here for a junk journal, nothing really big, but maybe something small that the recipient could decorate themselves. And you can just load it up with all kinds of goodies. It makes a really fun surprise to get in the mail. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. To begin, I printed everything on cardstock, and I just wanted to note that each piece has its own name. And when you're cutting things out, you may want to cut it out one page at a time and then take this little name and just like write it on the back of the piece after you cut it out. And that'll help you to keep track of which piece is which after they've all been cut out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll get started putting this together. Okay, so I've cut out all of my pieces, and I went ahead and folded and scored them, but I'm gonna show you just really quickly how I did that. So pieces that have folding parts, lines to fold on, and tabs, I went ahead and just put it on my scoreboard here like this and lined it up, and then you just score along each line. So you score there and you score here, and then that'll make it easier to fold. And when I fold them, I use a bone folder, and that'll help kind of make that crease good and solid. The same thing on this one. And I just repeated that for all of the pieces with folding tabs. And then we're gonna go ahead and assemble them. So if you wrote the names on the back of your pieces, that should kind of help you match them up. But if you didn't, this is the cover top. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, this is the cover top. And you can tell because it's smaller than the cover bottom. It's a little bit smaller. And so what I'm going to do is take the cover top and then the inside of the cover top, and I'm just going to glue this together, just like this. Together, and there may be just a slight amount of white space showing. You can always trim that a little bit, or you can use a little bit of distress ink to kind of hide that edge. And what this will do is it'll ensure that the inside isn't white. You've covered that white with this prettier patterned piece. And then we're going to repeat that for the bottom piece. So this is the cover bottom, and then the cover inside bottom. And again, we'll just glue those together. Okay, and next we're going to do the same thing with the cover sides, but these are actually one piece. So we're just gonna fold them and glue them together. And I haven't rounded these corners yet. I'm gonna wait to do that till after these are glued together. So I'm just going to apply glue here and then to this little folded piece, but I'm not going to apply glue to the tab, which is this kind of angled piece here. No glue for that. And then we'll do that for this other side as well. Okay, and now for these side pieces, we can go ahead and round these corners that didn't get cut off. And I think I'm going to use the large corner rounder. So now our corners are rounded. We're gonna go ahead and start assembling this. So we're gonna locate this cover, and we're gonna make sure that it's right side up, that we can read Happy Mail, and we're gonna flip that over. And I've marked that that's the top so I don't get confused. And we're going to start with this bottom piece that we made. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply glue to the tab piece right here. And then we're going to glue that onto the bottom of our cover. And again, if you're inking your edges, you may want to do that before you start gluing too much of this together. So to line this up, I'm going to actually turn my cover over and just make sure I've got this aligned really well here on the bottom. We want to make sure our pieces are straight and even so this will come together nicely for us. And you can see that's where the seam is, and it should be nice and flush. Okay, so then I'm going to flip this back over, and we're going to do the same thing with this top piece, this smaller top piece. And we're going to just apply the glue here and then align it with our top. And you may need to work your creases a little bit just to get everything aligned and creased well. And then we're going to do the same thing with our sides. And the sides do have a certain orientation that makes them right side up, or at least I think it feels right side up to me. And you can kind of look at it and see what makes sense to you. So I'm going to, I don't want to do it like this because that feels upside down to me. I'm going to do it this way because I feel like the pattern makes more sense this direction. So I'm going to apply my glue again and just glue this onto the cover. Okay, and then we're going to locate our inside cover piece for the interior. We're going to go ahead and glue that down. And you can see that some white is going to be showing here. So I really recommend, even before gluing this down, taking some distress ink and going along these edges and kind of just covering up where that white shows. I'll go ahead and do that really quickly. And now when we place our piece in here, you can see that really hides kind of those white edges. And we're gonna just go ahead and glue this in. And if you want, you could also ink the edges of this to kind of help it blend in. I think I will go ahead and do that. And make sure that this folds. And if it seems like it's a little too long, before you glue it down, you could always just trim up the edges just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to begin with this larger bottom flap, and these two pockets are going to go here, and you can decide which one you want to put, you know, on this side and on this side, and exactly how you want to do them. I'm going to go ahead and start by placing this pocket here. And again, just beware if there's any trimming that needs to be done. You probably want to do that before you glue it down. But I'm just going to glue along the sides and the bottom, and that will create our pocket. And when you apply your glue, just be sure to stay really close to the edges of your pockets so that it doesn't make the pocket smaller by putting the glue too far inside. There we go. And then for this bottom pocket, it's a little tricky because once you open it up, if you put your pocket here, it'll kind of be like upside down. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this pocket here, and I'll just cut these edges, these corner pieces. And you don't want to slide it around too much once you've applied the glue, because that will affect your pocket. There we go. And for these side pockets, we're going to go ahead and use these pieces. And again, you can decide kind of where you want them to go. So you can put these here like this, or you can put these here. It's really up to you. And just so you know, if you're confused about which way these go, the two rounded corners go at the bottom down here. And these are meant to be set inside just a little bit, so there should be a border around the side and bottom when you glue it on. And then we'll open these up and we'll place these two pockets inside on either side. And again, the rounded pieces go on the bottom. And now we're going to add these two pockets to our top flap. And you want to kind of center them, so you'll want to lay them out and kind of see what makes the most sense. Okay, and that completes our Shabby Happy Mail Folio. And we'll turn it over here and take a look inside. You can see it's got lots of pockets for sending happy mail. You can put your own tags and fussy cuts and whatever you want in here. And it is large enough that you could fit a small journal inside of it as well. It wouldn't be very thick because this is only about 1/2 inch thick when it's closed, but something that maybe the recipient could decorate themselves. And we also have Happy Mail fussy cuts that you could use to decorate this. And it's just a fun little piece to fill with goodies and to send to someone, just a special and pretty little folio. So thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time.